Hey guys, good morning. Waking up, well, sort of. Watching a movie for right now. I've been getting a lot of messages this morning, as always. Everybody's concerned. What's going on? People want to know what's going on. Why am I posting now videos of this poor guy, this drug addict who has a lot more problems than drug addictions. It's much more complicated than people understand, and probably than he understands. It's when you have someone who's truly obsessed with you and doesn't want to let you go, they will do anything to try to keep you around forever, even if it means destroying your life, the way they've done with his life. There are a lot of very, very selfish people in this world that will do whatever it takes to retain a person one way or the other. And that's when it comes to this poor guy who apparently after 3 years, he still can't move on with his life enough. I mean, it seems like he has gone to different women, whatever. I could probably assume he's back in New York, his second house in the Bronx, not his family's house. Who knows? But either way, who knows, honestly. But either way, he can't get over me. Otherwise, he wouldn't be talking about me and whatever else. And but don't forget that that's exactly what evil wants. They want big voices like mine, like what he once was, until he destroyed himself and his life and everything else, especially with all the drugs that he got into and everything. They want us to destroy ourselves. They want to keep us distracted instead of focusing on what really matters, right? And that's basically their mission. They want us. They put people in our way, sort of like, they find weak souls. In this case, for me, for example, they probably found someone like Hooker Oscar L. Blue, like the fat woman out of North Dakota who has been harassing me for a year and a half. Why? To keep me distracted. I mean, think about it. They come and attack me on social media. I respond, I speak the truth, and then they go file restraining orders, right? But again, their restraining orders and their shit show is only going to get them so far. Don't forget that they are upset. They're very upset about a humiliating loss they had yesterday. I mean, it was literally like secondhand embarrassment. I know they brag about paying for transcripts and stuff. So I hope there's transcripts so you guys can see what happened. Those would be transcripts worth looking at, especially when they say that I put a digital bullet hole on somebody's picture. I mean, it's just ridiculous stuff like that, right? That I can guarantee you, if you go back and look at the original video, it's all there. But that's how desperate they are for something, for anything that they can come up with. But in the end, again, it's a bunch of bottom feeders with no future, with no life. Most of them obviously do not have any success in life. I heard this fat tamales woman say that most of my victims have something that I wanted, right? That's her way of trying to explain it. She said she wanted their money, their wealth, she says. She wanted their youth, their beauty, their popularity. Guys, every single person that has or has had a restraining order out there is either broke, okay, older, much older than me, has no love in their life. There's nothing I want from anybody who's ever had a restraining order out on me. Believe me, nothing, absolutely nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing. So that's her way of saying, that's her way of justifying her rhetoric and saying that I harass these people. Like, why would I harass a broke 60-year-old man who picks up trash for a living? Like, what would I want from someone like him with no money, no job, no occupation, the really, really, really dysfunctional life, dysfunctional family, addictions, you name it. What would I want from a woman, a 60-year-old woman who's can't even get her own family to like her, who is far, 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 far from being wealthy, far, far from being successful, far from being young, like very, very, very far from being young. Like, why would I want from people like that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. The rhetoric never makes sense. So, oh, I'm sorry I didn't text you, Ruthie. I'm sorry. I was supposed to text you earlier. I have a little, I'll text you right now and I'll let you know what's going on today. So, anyway, don't forget that, again, in the end, they want to keep us distracted. Last night, they just wanted to put out another distraction only because, again, because of their humiliating loss. Yesterday in court. So they wanted to put out another distraction, you know, because they got to keep it going. They think they got to keep it going because they, you know, the way I guarantee you the way they see it is, okay, this one didn't work. That one didn't work. This one didn't work. So we got to try one more. But I mean, they're desperate. They're grasping at nothing. You know, they don't know what it is that they are even looking for anymore. Sorry, guys. So anyway, I was saying that they have tried everything, right? They have tried all kinds of different people, strategy, slander. In the end, there's one main woman and one main man that are behind all of this since the beginning. And they've used every single one of you suckers out there. Every single one of you suckers. Well, I mean, to the point where some of you have already, some of you's public image has been destroyed because of them. I warned you in the beginning. You didn't pay attention to me. Now, one of you will start going through probably a life-changing process from your personal life because of all of this. Another one is about to face criminal charges. Another one is already facing criminal charges, and it just never, it's and so on and so forth. But I warned you guys. I warned you in the beginning of all of this. Another woman is in hiding, you know, probably never to be seen again. I don't know that she could ever show her face again after everything that was exposed about her because of all of this. I mean, it's just never ending. But again, don't say I didn't warn you. I've been warning you for the last year and a half that the mastermind behind all of this, would do this to all of you. She's going to end up destroying every single one of you guys, or affecting you, if not destroying you in one way or the other. Instead of everybody working together, instead of everybody just leaving each other alone, instead of everybody, you know, I mean, Amy, Melinda, and myself, we didn't have to be friends, but we could have like not attacked one another, right? But here she came, you know, like the little devil coming, you know, speaking into their ear and filling their head up with bullshit. And I'm still here. And, you know, where's Amy? Where'd Amy go? You know, I don't see her doing any videos. I don't see her out there doing anything when she could have been doing something, you know? And I told her since the beginning, since that hospital video, oh, I know who's behind. I know who contacted you. I know who's behind you. And when entertaining a woman who's so twisted and so crazy and such a psycho will never be good for anybody, you know? So I warned you guys since the beginning, and you're not paying attention. I know that she's probably contacting this legal idiot, this legal Latino drug addict, because she's desperate too. She has no other, you know, she has no other sources. She has no other cards to play. It's pretty much she's coming to the end of an era, an end of a road with me. You know, all their shit show restraining orders have gone nowhere because they are not victims and they know it. She's wasting, you know, she's literally wasting her last childbearing years, if she does have any left. And you know, they've tried everything. I mean, with maybe 2 of the videos they put out about me, that would have been enough to get me thrown out of organizations, thrown out of obviously nobody wanting to engage with me. And they did the complete opposite. They just showed how crazy they were. So Psycho, you accomplished the complete opposite. I'm not Jovi. I'm not legal Latino drug addict. I'm sane. You know, I talk to people. I talk to hundreds of people behind closed doors. You may put out so many whatever, slanderous videos about me, whatever. But in the end, I don't, you know, I don't have fash bashes, and I don't go crazy, and I don't do radical crap other than the one incident at the border. But I've apologized for that on 3 different national media channels. And that people have said, you know what, Paloma, people have a bad day sometimes. You know what, there's nothing stronger and more respectable than owning up to something you did wrong. That's not who I am. It was out of character for me. It was completely out of character for me. I should have never done that. It's not like me, and I would never do something like that again. It's wrong. It was wrong. So I could move on from that. I'm not gonna carry on this craziness like legal Latino drug addict or Jovi or this one or that one for months. Or for years. It's just not who I am. You're dealing with a sane, healthy person. You're not dealing with a drug addict or somebody who doesn't want to recognize, the stuff that you do. And because they don't recognize it, they don't fight back until the point that it destroys them, or they get their children taken away or stuff like that, right? So I recognize what you do. I'm aware of it. I fight back, and I'm fine. And as far as I know, you had a humiliating loss yesterday. One more humiliating loss, and you're about to have more. And as much as you try to protect one of your leaders, and as much as you try, the guy he already has too much on him. He went crazy at some point. And he went crazy because he tried hurting people. And when he did that, it backfired on him. And that's basically what happens. Anytime you set out to hurt someone, and if that person is aware and they defend themselves, it backfires. It only works when people are not aware. That's why awareness is key. So I'm not going to give these people too much of my time. There's